What is up, guys, and welcome back to another LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. I'm HTG Brian, and today we've got level 44, The Strength to Do It story. That's right, this is the second to last level before we get our preparations in order for free play, which is pretty stinking exciting. Now, keep in mind, no trophy achievements found in this video. However, we do find a couple of Kyber bricks, and we also complete a challenge. Now, this is one that I didn't go out of my way to get, and it is very likely that you will get it too, but don't worry if you don't. We're going to have more info, more tips and tricks on how to do that when we return for that free play. Now, picking up right where we left off, we're going to go ahead and land on the old Steadfast here. And, of course, once we do, we got a bunch of stormtroopers greeting us that are going to need to be, well, dealt with, we'll just say. And in my case, I actually had to replay this section because I tried to just run by them. And it turns out you have to defeat them before the back door will open. Now, I don't know if picking up some of the stormtrooper attire helps out or maybe keeps you a little stealth, but we're going to show you a quick and easy way to take all these guys out, or a ratty the baddies, as we like to say. You can see there's helmets, there's pants, there's all sorts of things you could put on, but we're just going to basically roll through here and take them out as we go. I always recommend in these sort of blaster battle type scenarios that you sort of spread your fire out between the baddies, because once you hit them once, it sort of knocks them off their aim and it takes them a second. So it's just recommended that you guys sort of spray and pray, as we like to call it around here. Just basically strafe back and forth and, you know, spread the love. Spread the love. All right, all the way down the hallway, following the old GPS waypoint marker, we find a sleeping or a snoozing stormtrooper. That's right. I said it. I meant to say that. We'll go ahead and use the influence by hitting the icon indicated. Once you gain access to him, simply jump up and pull down the lever. It's going to give us access into a new hallway and also queue up a potential cutscene. It's like, it is one. Here we go.
The dagger's on this ship. We need it.
Huh?
I'll meet you back at the hangar.
Mm-hmm.
Ray, wherever you are hard to find.
You're hard to get rid of.
Your parents were no one. They chose to be. To keep you safe.
Ray, be brave.
You'll be safe here. I promise.
Come back!
They sold you to protect you.
No!
It was Palpatine who had your parents taken. He was looking for you.
She isn't on Jakku. She's gone. No!
So that's where you are.
Come on, Chewie's this way.
All right, we gain control and the battle ensues. Now, I got to be honest, I think I get stuck behind this little barrier here. And yeah, I'm like stuck. I can't really aim or move, and I'm like, oh, get over this stupid barrier. Finally jump over it. I find that I do much better when I'm free and not locked in behind cover. I find that in most games that have a cover available. Like even in my favorite old school game, SOCOM, when they put out SOCOM 4, there was a cover system. I never used it. Never. But we get all the way to the end here, and eventually we get overwhelmed, and it actually kicks up a cutscene and takes us away into, well, as I already mentioned, we get grappled up, and there's also some help. We get a little help, too.
Of course we came for you, Chewie.
Drop your weapons now! Put your weapons down! Drop them!
Hey, fellas.
Terminate them.
I'm the spy.
What?
I need Kylo Ren to lose.
Huh?
Where are the others?
They haven't come back.
Find them. Go, go! Why did the Emperor come for me?
You don't just have power. You have his power. You're his granddaughter. You are a Palpatine. What Palpatine doesn't know is we're a dyad in the Force, Rey. Two that are one. You know what you need to do.
I do.
Come on! I got you!
They forced me to take them to their ship.
I see. We found our spy.
You gotta give love to that creativity. No deaths found in this video, just somebody getting their face plunged. That's how you deal with a spy. All right, we've officially done some space travel, and we've got our bearing in our pathway here. Delta 36, transient 936, and in we go. Bearing 32, forgot that. Whoop.
Only this blade tells. The Wayfinder's there.
Rough landing. I'm Janna.
We have to get to that wreck.
Not now. Too dangerous.
Let's get that ship fixed.
We can't wait that long.
All right, we've landed at our destination. We've met some new friends, and now we've got to basically defy the odds and hop on a speeder and go to some pretty sweet waveage out here. In fact, you know, I'm not really a surfer. I've tried. I'm not very good at it. But this would be some epic waves, my dudes. Go ahead and hop in, choose the Death Star 2 ruins, and off we go. This is actually a really fun scene here. You feel like you're controlling it. I didn't really. The camera kind of moves around. You can kind of control that a little bit, but really this is just sort of a loading or travel sequence here without any like help, hints, tips, or stuff on. So I thought that was really cool how they did this. Represents the travel very awesomely, because if you remember in the movie, Rey is like struggling to get all the way up to the top of the big wave, which is probably this guy right here. And then eventually it just, all of a sudden we're pulling in and we're good to go. There you go. All right. Nice little secret parking space down here. Hopefully we can get validated at some point. All right, we'll go ahead and follow the GPS waypoint marker in and around. Now, fun fact for you, here in about 20 seconds, I do kick up the speed just ever so slightly. And it's just because there is a lot of sort of repetitive climbing. And I may have messed this up. Now, if you climb with BB-8, that's right, I said climb with BB-8 as we rip down the old bridge with a grapple pole. You know, you can actually use BB-8. The old round hound can be used to get up with the grapple. In fact, I find 1 of 10 boxes here. That's the only one I find. I'm like, whoops, better leave that for later use. And I'm hoping it spawns back in, but it'll be easy to reference once we come back for the free roam. All right, you can see I toggled over to Rey, and I'm making my jumps up and away. There's some funky stuff that happens here, some funny angles, if you will. But we actually have to do this again with BB-8. So that's what I was saying just a second ago. I don't know if you should start with BB-8 and Rey will follow, or if both characters need to be trudged up here. Now, I start making my way towards the caution sign, but I'm like, wait a minute, I'm going the wrong way. The GPS waypoint marker's telling me to go this way. So I follow it all the way around, and then we get to a spot where we're actually going to need a grapple. And, yep, in fact, we can actually see, and that's crazy. You can get all the way up here with BB-8. Such a new thing to me still. I mean, we're on, what, level 44? And I'm still like, it's new to me. But, I mean, to be honest, we've only had BB-8 for a few levels, right? I mean, R2 can grapple as well, but you don't have to point that out to me. You don't need to rub it in my face, man. All right, we're all the way to the top, and you can see we actually need BB-8. So I was like, all right, where's the round hound? Normally, the game's pretty good about bringing the AI right up behind you, right? Not this time. We're all the way right where we toggled and left him off from. But luckily, we figured out real quick that we can get our grapple on. And it doesn't take too long to get up here. But like I said, I did speed this video up ever so slightly. So if it feels like maybe you're moving a little slower, that is why. Now, it's also possible that you've been moving faster than us the whole time because you've upgraded your super sprint speed more than once. That is something that we will be doing pretty soon, too, is we are going to spend some of our Kyber bricks as well as picking up a data card and purchasing probably the 2x stud multiplier. We'll get back to you on that for official video sake, but it's possible we might buy the 4x because we're almost to that 2 million, which is what it costs. And we're going to find a data card, and it doesn't matter, as you guys may or may not have heard yet, the data cards are not specific to a brick. So in the past LEGO games, you'd have to find like the 2x red brick multiplier. And then that would be in a specific location. Not the case anymore. You can actually buy any of the extras that are available as long as you have a data card and the studs that it requires to purchase it. So, you could even grind out a bunch of studs and buy the 10x first, but I think the 10x is like 100 million or something ridiculous. All right, up to the top we go. We got a little bit higher. This was actually something I was really curious to see how they handle too, because in the movie, right, she goes on a crazy handheld climbing experience all the way to the top. And the good news is we are almost there. We got to run across that bridge down around a hallway, and then that is pretty much where we jump into the level itself, which is pretty cool. We got a nice little saber battle with you-know-who. And keep in mind, too, this is the Death Star, so it's pretty nostalgic to both of them in the sense that, well, their ancestors were here. All right, the strength to do it. Let's go.
Don't be afraid of who you are. Give it to me.
The only way you're getting to Exegol is with me.
All right, so we are officially in the level, the strength to do it, as we just noted by that cutscene. And we've got a bunch of meters to depleters. You can see he's got a couple of shields there. We're going to go ahead and knock them off. And after each one, there's sort of like a sequence or something that happens. In this case, as soon as we get that first one depleted, he actually takes off and we have to go chase him down. Now, here in a bit, we actually unlock a challenge that I mentioned in the intro screen, and it's basically pretty easy. You gotta lure Kylo into the range of a crashing wave. Now, to be honest with you, there are multiple sections outside that you can do it on, or at least two, and we were not trying to do it. So it's quite possible you are going to get it as well. But as I already mentioned, we will have tips and tricks once we return for the free play video. So don't feel like you need to replay it over and over again or anything like that if you happen to miss it. Now, Kylo has taken off, and we're going to go ahead and toggle over to the Roundhound and get through some of these small little hobbit hatches here. That's right, I made a hobbit reference, or Nom hatch, if you know who Nom is. No disrespect, buddy. I love you. All right. Anyways, all of a sudden we get into this area here where if you actually run to the right, Ray says something like, "Oh, I can't make that jump on my own." So you got to grab this box and push it off the ledge, drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot. She's like, "Oh no!" But what it does is it reveals this grapple point that BB-8 can rip off, and eventually we can go ahead and sneak inside. Now this part was a little bit wonkadoo. I was a little impatient here, and in fact I was toggling to my other character before the game was recognizing that I should stand there, right? So watch now. Gives me the L1 prompt. I go ahead and I hit it, and we are good to go, except for I missed the jump. Wap, 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 wow. All right, we'll go ahead and try that again. Let's try that again. Anybody remember that Celebrity Deathmatch, the claymation stuff that used to be on TV a long time ago? I remember when they had the slow motion stuff that was really greasy. They'd always be like, "Let's see that again." It would be all slow motion and awesome. I missed that show. It was terrible, but also hilarious. All right, we've hippa to the hoppa all the way across. Well, we didn't get up top, but we did get across, and we can now go ahead and use our lightsaber to carve out and play a quick game of Connect the Dots. La la la. That's right, rip open the door, giving our BB-8 access through. And now, you know the old rule, when in doubt, smash about. Now, I got a little button happy there and started jumping out on those jump posts again. And really, I just needed to build up this terminal so that our BB-8 can go ahead and solve it. As per usual, we're going to solve it from the inside out. You guys are probably getting tired of hearing me say that. I wish I would have seen that Pixar movie a little more so I could have had some reference points or some comments for that. You know, like, anyways. All right, make your way outside, but we're not quite to the wave crashing outside yet. In fact, we got to advance a little bit here, and I think we got to deplete a meter. Yep. And once we do that, we lock sabers, and then eventually the ground starts to shake and falls out from below us. Now, you know, I didn't look at the guide for mini kits, but I'm pretty sure that up to our left there on the wall, there is like a golden... piping or something? I feel like that's going to be a mini kit at a later time. But again, we'll be back in the free play. Hopefully you guys understand that this is just the first go. We will be back for Mo. That's right. Got to get all those collectibles. All right, speaking of collectibles, woo to the who. We got that silver stud status right there, giving us an extra kyber brick. And again, those are going to come in handy soon. We've got like 82 or 83 or something like that we've accumulated. We've only spent one. And we'll buy some more stuff soon. Oh, check it out. All right, we are finally making it outside for the final stretch of the battle. And this is actually getting pretty close to the point of where we get that challenge called Dark Lord of the Surf. Now, as you notice, the old waypoint marker is way up top there, trying to get us to that tie. And you might have noticed on the ground there was some more of those caution. This one was red and black. That's actually a wave crashing down on how we will lure Kylo. That's how you know where to put him for that challenge to be completed. All right, up the handhelds and a double jump off the top of the railing there. Whoa, no! We're going to go ahead and use the icons indicated to go ahead and jump to the top. For us, it is X. Once we get up there, Kylo is awaiting us. And, of course, there's some grapple points on the side, but we'll pay attention to those when we return in the old free play. Get up close and personal and give him the old cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. Of course, we'll get that multiplier up there, earn a bunch of studs for doing that. And, of course, we just need to get that meter depleted. And to do so, you just got to attack him with the quicks, the shorts, and, of course, don't forget that batarang. All right, we'll lock him up again, and this should send him off. I love it. Ray, you're not angsty. What? Like earlier, too, when he's all talking about, like, can't we just hang out and be friends? Some of the dialogue is not exact, which is pretty sweet. But all right, yeet across the ledge here, and watch out for that. Hey, what is that, a bass or a trout? I don't know what that is, but what's that all about? All right, we'll go ahead and deplete her one more meter, and this is actually when we get that challenge. You can see here, he is attacking us. That's one of the red and black warnings on the ground there. But here in a second, as we sort of retreat, he follows us, and that's actually when he gets splashed by a wave. It's coming, I promise. I promise. Uh-oh. He knocked our block off. Don't forget to grab your bluesy. Oh, there it is right there. The wave's going to splash. You see that? So we didn't even try to actually lure him. He just happened to kind of be at the right place at the right time. So I feel like there's a high probability you guys are going to get it on your own too. But just know that you can actually lure him into those spots. And we're going to have another chance to do it here once we jump across the final spot here. In fact, I think it's coming up right about now. Yep, we get our shake on, and look at that. Woo to the who! Of course, it's all misty. I think we got rid of him. Nope, there he is. BB-8 comes rolling in at the same time, which is a little awkward, but I guess maybe they'll become friends down the road? I'm not sure. All right, here we go. This was an interesting angle here as it's wanting me to run away, and this is probably the best and easiest place to get him all splashed up with the waves. But you can see I'm kind of just running, backpedaling, of course, yeeting my saber at him too. Definitely a nice tactic. Make sure you avoid those attacks to sort of speed up the battle and make sure that you don't lose any more studs. We're halfway through that final depletering, and we're getting pretty close to the final cutscene. So again, if you're trying to get your wave splash on, now would be the time. If not, don't worry, we'll be back in that free play. Y'all, everybody's got to come back and replay it again, because I'm sure not everybody's getting the true Jedi and everything else. Like, there's some mini kits out there you could probably grab now, but there's some abilities we're going to need for later use too. All right, a couple of quick time events. He jumps off, and he's taking some saberings in the back like it's nothing. And eventually we lock him up. The final cutscene is here.
Leia.
Huh? Mm-hmm. Phew.
I did want to take your hand. Ben's hand.
Hey, kid.
I know what I have to do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it. Dad.
I know.
So what are we gonna do?
What can we do? We gotta go back to base.
All right. I do believe we had the strength to do it, because the level is complete. Free play unlock. That's right. We got that silver stud status and almost halfway through that blue. Just an extra Kyber brick, adding up to 2. Whoa. What's going on with some rhyming schemes here? That was unintentional. We got that Dark Lord of the Surf challenge complete. And, of course, no mini kits, as you probably noticed, making our way through there. But, guys, we actually get a couple of new characters added to our list. This is pretty sweet. D.O. He's comical in the movie. I love it. No, thank you. No, thank you. Like all the comments and everything. Of course, we get the new variants of Kylo and Rey. Looks like we'll have to throw down some studdage to pick up the old Kylo version, but that's okay. We got lots of studs, and more will be coming soon as we are almost to our data card searching, but not quite yet. We got one more level of story before we prepare for free play. Hey guys, don't forget to check us out on social media. If you have not already, please check out HappyThumbsGaming.com, home of our trophy achievement guides and more. As for me though, guys, that's gonna do it. As always, until next time. Oh, yep.